So, hope so that all of you would be fine and would be eagerly waiting for us to discuss grade thresholds for you, because you can find everything here at Emaad Online Academy about IGCSE English as a second language 0510. But it was issued, I think, months ago, but you still couldn't find grade threshold discussion here at our channel. So many students were demanding for this, and also there was a confusion in the minds of the students that when I told you that your speaking marks are not included in your overall grade, students misunderstood this way when they add in the first option AX total 150 after weighting. So they have added component 1 1, 2 1 and 3 1. So 3 1 is speaking component. Writing here 3-1 doesn't mean that it's marks they are going to include in your overall grade, but it actually means that if you choose this combination, like variant 1 of your speaking paper, variant 1 of your listening paper, and also variant 1 of your reading and writing paper, so you will have these grades. So uh, the first proof that the speaking marks are not going to include in your grade, you can see here the component 3-1. It means the variant 1 of your speaking paper, variant 2 of speaking paper, and variant 3 of speaking papers. These marks have been given in the form of 1 to 5 scale. So 1 is the maximum and 5 is the minimum. But other two components, two papers, reading and writing paper, it's all three variants. Paper 1 variant 1, paper 1 variant 2, paper 1 variant 3. These marks have been given in the form of grades A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But for your speaking paper, you will not be given grades, but the result will be issued in the form of these 5 levels. So it's up to you which level do you achieve. A separate certificate will be given to you by Cambridge, but in your overall grades, it's not included. But through this file, it's not easy. Students get confused, like if they calculate all three papers marks, you have 60 paper for reading and writing, 60 marks for listening, and 60 marks for speaking. If you combine all these three components, total mark, they become 140, but here we have maximum 150. So students get confused how to calculate their marks, how many marks they need in each paper to get an overall A star or A or B or C whatsoever. So let's move to our another file that I have made after making a lot of efforts, how I can make grade threshold easy for you to understand. So I have tried to make the thing very simple, and if you follow and keep watching me till end, you will have a very clear idea about how many marks do you need to have a particular grade in your overall grades for IGCSE English second language 0510. So in reading and writing paper 1 you have total 60 marks. Paper 2 is listening, you have total 40 marks. Paper 3 is speaking, you have total 40 marks. But according to the grade threshold 5, you have total 150 marks that will be calculated as maximum after weighting. So here I missed T. Okay. So you have to divide these total marks into two papers. Now we know there is the weightage, 70% weightage in 0510 is for reading paper, reading and writing paper means paper 1. So when we calculate 70%, it's 105. After weighting, total maximum marks for your paper 1 are 105, and total maximum marks for listening paper, that is paper 2, are 45 marks. Okay. And for speaking, I have not added anything because speaking marks, there is no weightage in overall grade. Just paper 1 and paper 2 will be counted. So if you get at least 57, these are the minimum marks, not below than this. If you get 57 marks in your overall grade, it after weighting it against the weight total 150, in weightage it will be equal to 100. And if you get 38 marks out of 40, keep it in your mind that in total you have 40 marks for listening paper. Out of 40 you need to get 38, And out of 60 for paper 1 reading and writing, you need to have at least 57 to get overall A star, and you will get 143 marks in weightage after weighting. If you get 55 marks, so your speaking marks doesn't matter here in your overall grade. If you get 55 marks out of 60 in your paper 1, that is reading and writing, and 36 marks out of 40 marks for your listening paper, that is paper 2 listening. So in weighting, after weighting, 55 will be equal to 96 in weightage. You can count it like 55 multiplied by 60, sorry, divided by 60 and then multiplying with 100 and this blah blah blah. You can easily count it, it's not difficult, but that will be complicated for you. Simply you can understand, if you get 36 out of 40 only your listening paper, you will have A grade, unless you reach this limit 38 to get A star. So total 137 will be in weightage. And these total weightage when 96 plus 41, 137, you can see in the grade threshold file. Here in this file you can see here for A you need 137. So I have counted and calculated your grades for this first combination, that is variant 1. If you are studying in other zone, you will have variant 2 or variant 3, depends on which country where you are. If you need other details, you may contact me at Emaad Online Academy. But there is not that much difference. You can take this as a scale to measure your performance. If you have 51 marks out of 60 in your reading and writing paper, 30 marks are there for reading and 30 for writing, half equal weightage for reading and writing. So you get 34 out of 40 in your listening paper. In total, after weighting, they will be 89 and 38, and you will achieve 127. That is the minimum limit, 127. You will be given B grade. So keep it in your mind. If you get 51 out of 60 in paper 1 and 34 out of 40, no matter how many marks do you get in your speaking paper 3, you will get B grade. So if you get 47, if you secure 47 out of 60 in your reading paper, you will get 82 after weighting. And if you get 31 out of 40 with 47 in paper 1 and 31 out of 40 in paper 2 listening, you will get C grade. If you get 41 out of 60 in paper 1, you will get D with 28 minimum marks in out of 40 in your listening. You need that one as well. So you will be having D grade overall with 104 marks. You can see here in the grade threshold file. I have very carefully calculated these. You can trust me. But if you still find any confusion, you may talk in personal or take an appointment. You can have a personal appointment with me, Muhammad Qasim, your English language teacher at Emaad Online Academy. In your personal appointments, you can have any discussion about the subject wise, any discussion about grade threshold, any discussion about your other anything you want to consult. You can have an online appointment for that for an hour. So don't miss this opportunity at Emaad Online Academy. And if you get 24 marks out of 40 in your listening paper and 37 out of 60 in your reading and writing paper, so you are going to have E grade. For F grade, you need minimum 32 out of 60 and 21 out of 40 in listening paper. In total, there will be 80 in weightage out of 150. And if you get 27 out of 60 in your reading and writing paper and 18 marks out of 40 in your listening paper, after weighting there will be 48 and 20. So in total you will have 68 out of 150. That is the grade boundary maximum 150. And in this case 27 out of 60 and 18 out of 40, you will have G grade. If you have any confusion, you want to ask anything, you can contact us. So for A star, you need 57 at least out of 60. That is really you need to work hard. Student actually take it easy, this subject, thinking that it's too easy, but keep it in your mind, the grade threshold is also very high. and 38 out of 40 you need just 2 marks gap is there margin, very little margin. So be serious about this subject, work hard, wish you best of luck for your upcoming exam, and for those who have already appeared in exam, wish you best of luck for your good grades. This was grade threshold for May June 2024. Thank you very much. Wait for our next video. Goodbye.